Hey, boys and girls, we're back with DDP TV, the real DDP blog. This would be episode 4. That's what I'm calling them now. I'm episoding them. Part B. This is about Scott Hall. I just didn't have enough time to finish all because the stories are so good with me and Scotty. I tell you, I learned a lot from Scott Hall. There was so many times while we were driving around in my pink Cadillac, and I was pretty opinionated back then. I think I thought I knew the most when I knew the least. He used to tell me all the time, Dally, wait a minute, Dally, it's just your opinion. And I didn't really get it till much later, where he's right, because it was just my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion, and they don't care what it's about. But when it came to working in the ring, he really knew he really knew a lot. There was something that he used to say to me back when I first started. He'd say, "When you think you're going too slow, slow down." And he was right. I mean, he was right about so many things, especially when he left and went to WWF, and I stayed in WCW. I was virtually a jobber starting out, and we're going to get to that because that's coming up. And then at some point, and Dylan did a great job on this video that's a part of my blog here on the Real DDP blog. He did a great job putting our careers together, and then how he went his way and I went my way, and even the song sort of brings it all together. He did a really great job on it. So that video, if you're just watching on YouTube, you want to go over to the Real DDP and watch that. He did a great job on it. And as I was coming up, I got to work with Kevin Nash, which we'll get into him later, because he's coming up, because we tagged together as the Vegas Connection, me and Vinny Vegas. But I think that the thing that really turned the wrestling world on his ear was when Scott showed up at Nitro, and of course the lineage will all get to there. But this is in the video that you're going to see down below. Without question, the NWO, when Nitro first went against, I can't wait to get there. It's going to take us a long time to get there, though. When Nitro went against Raw, I mean, the face of wrestling changed. Lex Luger being the first guy, Lex Luger was actually on TV. I'll get into that later, but he was actually scheduled for TV with the WWF and showed up on our TV. So right away, there was huge surprises. And Nitro always tried to end with like, oh God, what's going to happen next week? And when Scott showed up, out of nowhere, in Macon, Georgia, wow, that was electric. And saying he was bringing the big man. Now, you have to understand, me and Eric Bischoff over those days are really tight. And I was semi-responsible for helping Kevin Nash come in because we were buddies and we talk about it. But I never knew Scott was coming in. And you never knew Scott was there because Bischoff kept him in the back in a Cadillac, hidden, or I guess it was a limo. You didn't know he was there till he showed up. And that's what really made Nitro its own animal. And if you Vince has got that station 24/7. I mean, they play the Monday Night Wars all the time. Definitely worth watching. That impact from that moment on, because it was pretty electrifying. My point is that I honestly believe that that Scott, without question, him and Jake Roberts are the two guys who should have been world champions. To me, they both are they both were world champions because they were the best. They had the rap, the look, the size. Well, Jake not as good a look as Scott, but Jake had a great look. But this whole tribute to him is going down this week because that's where we are in our lineage. And managing Scott Hall, and then actually being my first match to work with, but in the videos that Dylan put together actually has Scott and I battling each other. And when we did that angle in New Orleans, and I shook his hand and he went to go away, and I pulled him in a diamond cutter, that was sweet. Because nobody had dropped anyone in the NWO except for me. And that Scott doing that favor for me, paying me back for helping him. Relationships. You've heard me talk about it before on DDP TV. Relationships are so important to your success. And you got to really care about people. It's not about who you know or who knows you. It's about who's willing to say they know you. Scott and Kev put their names on the line for me to make that whole angle happen. And it all came full circle. So I'm making this one short because I really don't have anything else to say. Hope you're enjoying the stuff. Like I said on my other, I think I said it on my other tape. If you are a big Scott Hall fan, he's got Last Call Scott Hall. You can check him out right here on YouTube. And tell him to put a shout out for me to him. And that's all I got. Oh, yeah. Thursdays, don't forget about YRG Radio Roundtable. I'll have a new show coming up this Thursday. And what else? I'll be in Atlanta at the end of the month at a place called 37 Main. Doing a karaoke. I'm hosting karaoke. I don't know if I'll get drunk enough to sing. No, I'm not sure about that. That's all I got for you, monkeys. This has been a long video email between the 1 and the 2. You've been wonderful. You've been marvelous. But see ya. Bang. As always, it's been your pleasure. See ya.